My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and it's been a little while since I did some horror. And this is the horror we're going to do today. There is dust on them. They don't need to have dust on them. I have got the entire family. I have got, this is almost the entire set. I mean, I want to call it a set completion, but Pluto does have a chase where his mask is slightly pushed up to where you can see his face. But otherwise, I mean, as far as characters go, these are all the characters from the movie Us from 2019, director Jordan Peele. Yes, this is one hell of an amazing movie. And yeah, we got six characters to go through, and I say we just bust right into this thing. First up, we have Adelaide Wilson and her tethered companion, Red. Both played by the same actor, Lupita Nyong'o. And, I mean, that was so superbly done. They even have fight scenes together, and it is so awesome. We're going to take these out because, yeah, I can't go on about how much I love this movie. This was such a wonderful movie. And there is Adelaide. Then we have Red. And Red, how fitting considering that they live under the ground. Yes, in both situations they are the mothers. Both played to perfection. I mean, I'm not even kidding when I say that this is the same actress, and they're going back and forth on each other. Once upon a time, there was a girl, and the girl had a shadow. The two were connected, tethered together, and the girl ate. When the girl ate, her food was given to her warm and tasty, but when the shadow was hungry, she had to eat rabbit raw and bloody. On Christmas, the girl received wonderful toys, soft and cushy, but the shadow's toys were so sharp and cold they sliced through her fingers when she tried to play with them. The look on these are just so good. I mean, in the detail, and you can see on there all the detail. The hard part is like wanting to show them all in all the detail, but yeah, Adelaide is shackled through most of the movie, and she is, yeah. I'm sorry, it's a little. She's shackled through most of the movie. Obviously, she goes through hell, as you can see from her bloody condition, and the scissors are a factor as they are tethered and they are stuck together. And yeah, I really need to move because I could be talking about these guys all day, and I really need to move on to the next batch, which we will go with Abraham, played by Winston Duke. And I mean, there's really not much to Abraham so much. You get to see Winston Duke really do his acting. When you see the difference of the two guys, then you do see the difference. You do see his acting ability when he's face to face with his counterpart. The girl met a handsome prince and fell in love, but the shadow at the same time had Abraham. It didn't matter if she loved him or not. He was tethered to the girl's prince after all. That is the actual brand on the bat that I mean, he pulls out a bat to defend his property, and then Abraham here takes it. But yeah, for just wearing red jumpsuits, the detail in these guys are really impressive, in the sandals and the gloves And yes, he did have scissors at one point, but that got swapped out for the bat when they got closer to time. Shahadi Wright Joseph is the name of that plays the daughter and Umbre here, and Umbre is easily the freakiest of all of them. She is the creepiest. There are her scissors. Then the girl had her first child, a beautiful baby girl. But the shadow, she gave birth to a little monster. Umbre was born laughing. I love the fact that they specify that in her bio and everything, that she was born laughing. Because when you think about anybody being born, I mean, think of childbirth. What does the baby do? What do they do? Make sure they do? They slap them on the butt to make sure that they start crying. In this little psycho's birth, they made sure she was laughing. Well, they didn't make sure she was laughing. She was just laughing because obviously the trauma of being born was enough to make her laugh. And last up, we have Jason Wilson and Pluto, both played by Evan Alex. He is, for being such a young kid, he was such a great actor. And to be split between these two things, I mean, it's like, you could tell from looking at Pluto where he's like down on all fours, he is just almost feral. He's wandering around, he's a little pyro, and I won't tell you what happens when he takes the mask off and you get a look, but that is the chase where you see the mask pulled up over his face, which is reflected in his tethered counterpart where he is wearing a mask, and he tends to wear the mask all the time. The tethered boy has to wear the mask because of his injuries. This is one of those things that you would put on a burn, but yes, and he's obviously holding, what he's holding here is a statue because his tethered family, and well, not his tethered family, when they go to the neighbors for help and find out that their tethered family has already murdered them, then he basically has to use one of the trophies he finds in there to take it out. And it is absolutely awesome. It's so cool. The girl had a second child, a boy this time. They had to cut her open and take him from her belly. The shadow had to do it all herself. She named him Pluto. He was born to love fire. So yeah, these are such great figures. I love them all. I wish they had the untethered father and daughter to go along with these, but unfortunately they don't. I do plan on hunting down the chase for Pluto, but yeah, if you have not seen this movie, I cannot praise it enough. I can't go on about how much I love it. It's absolutely awesome, and it's well worth your time, and it's a slow scare and it's a deep scare. The more you think about it, the more unnerved you get. And that's what I love in a good horror movie. So you see, the shadow hated the girl so much for so long until one day the shadow realized she was being tested by God. So that does it for this set. I am so glad to have all of these. I do, like I said, I do plan on getting the Pluto with his mask up whenever I get the opportunity, but it's a chase, so who knows when that's going to happen. I do wish that these two got their regular versions, but the Funko Shop is the only reason why I got that one. And even then, the box came pretty damaged. So, yeah, check out the movie if you haven't. Let me know what you think. If you have seen the movie, let me know down below what you thought of it. And I look forward to seeing you back. And thank you for joining me on another horror video, because I haven't done enough of these. And I want to do more. A lot more.
No flash! No. Funko Pops.